OMG, I'm in a fantastic mood as we start off the second hour of the show parce que le chef du Bloc Québécois est avec nous ce matin. We've got the leader of the Bloc Québécois on the line. Yves-François Blanchet joins us now. Monsieur Blanchet, welcome back to the show.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
So, it's always fun to talk to you, and boy, do we have a lot to get to. First things first, let's talk about money. Now, the federal government, Justin Trudeau, announced this plan. Going to do a holiday on the GST, and we're going to send everyone, almost everyone, 18 million or so people who make $150,000 a year or less, we're going to send them $250. But both you and the NDP are saying, not good enough. We want money for more people. You've made a particular request. You want this money also going to seniors. Explain to me why you're making this request in order to support the bill.
This is a pretty complicated story to tell. First, the government made this announcement, and then the NDP said quite immediately that they would support it. It was such a great idea. And we said that there was a problem with this. They are giving a lot of money to people who don't need it. If you earn $150,000 a year, this is the taxable income, because you could earn more than that, you are not part of those who need this $250 check. However, if you are an elder who has worked all his or her life, you do not get that money, however low your income might be. So we said you should fix this. Take part of the money you give to people who don't need it. So reduce the level up to which you can get this check. Let's say reduce it to $80,000 or something like that. Take that money and give the same $250 checks to elders who actually need it. About the tax, there might have been ways for the government to give that money to let people have this congé de taxe.
Yeah. Tax holiday?
Yes, those who need it, because you might be a millionaire and go to the SAQ and buy the most expensive champagne you can find, and it will be GST free, which does not make sense. But my intuition is that the bill that we will be looking at today will include only the tax issue, and that the other one might not be included, because after we said that we wanted some of this money, not more money, the same amount.
But redistributed to different people.
Yeah, to different people. The NDP said about the same thing and did ask for the bill to be split, which is a good idea. So let me ask. The government is in a pretty hard spot about this $250 issue.
Now, I don't know if this is going to surprise you here, but let me ask you this question. I threw this question at our listeners in the last half hour. We were taking some phone calls, and I was talking about who should get the money. And you know what the number one answer was? It was no one. There seems to be a heck of a lot of people that are actually fed up with government spending, and they believe that the Liberals are spending too much money. And there's actually saying, I was surprised. I mean, now it is my opinion as well. I think we should not be sending out these checks right now. I think it's inflationary at the end of the day. But so many of our listeners agreed and said it's actually a bad decision. Could I ask you, on that government spending, it seems like there's no end. Why isn't there a limit here? Why aren't more people saying no to this?
That's a very interesting question. First, there are some people on whose shoulders there's a lot of stress now, and reducing this pressure is a good idea. Giving any amount of money to anybody who does not need it is something else entirely. We wanted the people between 65 and 74 to receive the same amount of money monthly than those over 75. This would have been repairing an important unfairness from the government. It would have cost $3 billion a year. The government said that it was too expensive, and what was not precisely given to the right people. And what do they come with? They come with 6 instead of $3 billion being given to people who get as much as $150,000 a year, or people without limitation, millionaires who will have some things tax-free, which does not make sense at all. They also said that they could not implement what we asked for because they would have to get the parliament back to work, which they pretended not to be able to do. And now they know how to do it from today and on because they need it for themselves. So money is not well spent. Some of those people need it, actually. They might have used some other forms of government intervention to provide this money to the right people. But now this is where we are. Congé, I don't know how to translate congé.
The holiday, the GST holiday, yeah.
The GST holiday won't be bad for the economy if people spend money. But now we have other issues that should maintain or keep the attention of the government, because spending money now, a lot of money now, is not entirely the best thing to do on some issues, because we will have to face issues regarding tariffs and trade and customs.
And let me tell you, I want to get to the tariff question as well with you, but let me throw this at you. We're with Yves-François Blanchet, leader of the Bloc Quebecois. Are you not worried that this will give additional firepower to Pierre Poilievre, leader of the Conservatives, that he can say, well, look, the Liberals want to give you money. NDP and the Bloc, they want to even go along and give more money. Aren't you worried you're giving him more firepower of when he likes to lump you all together, right? He says Liberal NDP, Bloc Liberal, right? Are you worried you're giving him more firepower here?
He's been repeating that Bloc Liberal stuff. I said stuff, but I had another word in mind for 1.5 years, and his number are at the lowest, and ours are at their highest. So it does not seem to be very efficient. And if Mr. Poilievre wants to comment on something, he has to propose an alternative, which he never does. Nobody knows. But
he's proposing the nothing. He's proposing the zero, right? Which I think a lot of people are like, yes, give us nothing right now. That's what I'm saying.
If you tell that to people who need the money, if you tell that to people, $250 for many elders, many retired people, is almost a month of grocery. I am not willing to tell those people, while Christmas is coming and inflation has been hard, you won't get that money.
All right,
you won't get that reduction of taxes. You won't get that $250 checks when you have access to it. I'm saying that they should give the money to the right people, those who actually need it, and not say we will give nothing to nobody because we have no answer more precise or more intelligent to provide.
I have a minute with you left here, Monsieur Blanchet, so let's talk about tariffs and what you think about the Team Canada, quote-unquote, approach from Justin Trudeau and what should be done about this threat of tariffs from Donald Trump.
I must say that I want, as much as many other people, the government of Justin Trudeau to be out. However, in the meantime, we have got to work with those who are there. And from coast to coast, as some would say, we will have to work together on those issues. We have been, how should I put it, we have been lazy about productivity. We have been lazy about depending on this type of free trade. We have been lazy about exporting our natural resources without transformation in many cases. And today we are facing a wall. United States seem to believe that free trade is better for Canada than it is for United States. And if we are in such a state of shock, it's because most of us in Quebec and Canada also believe that the free trade agreement was better for us than it was for United States. Either it is true or not, now there's a very strong wake-up call, and we have to adapt. We might be happy or we might not be happy with the election of Mr. Trump, but we have to respect that it's been chosen by the American population, and we have got to live with it for 4 years. So now, how do we adapt? We have some months in front of us, because whatever the answer given yesterday about the 25% tariffs, there are laws in the United States who do not so easily allow the president to make such a statement. It has to go through Senate in the United States. Mr. Trump does not control the Senate. So there's time in front of us. There are a few months before he gets into office. So we have to go there, speak to people, show them what's the best interest of everybody, for everybody. There are businesses and corporations in the United States who probably provided a lot of money and help for the election of Mr. Trump, who will tell him, you know what, this is not such a good idea for us. And I'm certain that when they do that call, the answer being given to them is, don't worry, it's a stance. It's in order to have them fear us. And then when we get into office and we start negotiating, Canada and Mexico will be on their knees. This is a quite Trump-like strategy.
Monsieur Blanchet, listen, we'll leave it there. Merci beaucoup et à la prochaine.
It's been a pleasure.
That's Yves-François Blanchet, the leader of the Bloc Quebecois.